I'm going to try and make this quick. Election time. It's like a day away. A day and a night, 2 nights and a day. Go vote. Here's the troopers' prediction. I predict a bloodbath for the Democrats, but you need to go out there, and that's what needs to happen. We need to wipe them out, retake the House. Trump definitely is going to win, barring any chicanery. We'll see. I have trust in the campaign to be able to stop that. I think he gets north of 300 electoral votes again. I think a good chance of retaking the House. That takes some getting into the weeds as far as analyzing those districts, the House districts. But we need to bury the Democrats. Something Mark Stein would say is that Republicans need to win beyond the margin of litigation. I mean, there needs to be no doubt whatsoever, and Trump needs to be given the biggest mandate by the biggest margin of victory we could possibly give him. So get your ass out there and vote. And all the way down down to whatever little local dog catcher level it is, every Democrat must go. Gone. This ain't your granddaddy or even your dad's Democrat Party. JFK would not recognize that they are radicals. That's the thing. Like, you take Barry Goldwater, a Barry Goldwater type conservative from the 60s, he would recognize the Republican Party and conservative, the movement, for what it is. There's be maybe some small tweaking, but JFK and LBJ would not recognize the Democrat Party. They're the ones who've radicalized. They've got nothing in common with us. They got nothing in common with America. They don't like America. They hate it. They hate the Constitution. You want to see Supreme Court packing? You want to see your rights just taken away? You want to see 20 million illegal aliens made into citizens overnight? Because they're not going to take a chance if they win, when they win again, if they win again. They're not going to take a chance on another election. They're going to pack the court. They're going to pack the ballot boxes by just waving a magic wand, making new citizens that'll be dependent on them, that'll vote for them, because they find it offensive that you would vote against them. So get your ass out there and vote Trump, Republicans, all the way down. Maybe you get down to the state level, you got some libertarian or some independent party, fine. Get rid of the Democrats. Forget the third parties at the top of the ticket, at the top of the ballot. Oh, but Jorgensen, the Libertarian. No. I would love to see the Libertarian Party rise up and take the place of the Democrats, but in order for that to happen, we have to get rid of the Democrats first. Then we can have, like, the Republicans and Libertarians debate between limited government and even more limited government. We can't take the chance. We got to unite libertarians, my libertarian friends. You may not like Trump entirely, but at least he likes the country, and at least he says America first, and at least he has that as his goal and not tearing it down. These riots and the violence and the uprisings across the country are entirely the fault of the Democrats' actions, the Democrat Party's actions, and their rhetoric. And I don't care, like I said, down to dog catcher level. If they got a D next to their name, they're guilty by association. They are against law and order. They are against the country, against your rights. They'll take your guns, your ability to defend yourself. They'll open up the borders. They'll turn this country into another banana republic and utterly destroy it. So, too much on the line. Get your ass out there and vote. Run the score up. Turn it into a bloodbath for the Democrats. And as far as these pollings, I don't believe them. I don't buy them. Trump's got all the energy as a candidate. Trump's got all the energy in his support. No energy from Biden or his base. They don't turn out for him. The approval levels from African Americans, that'll break the back. Just the African American vote alone. Trump doesn't need a whole lot just to shift it move the needle. If he gets 15, hell, even 20 or 12% of the African American vote, that breaks it back to the Democrats. Throw in the Hispanic vote in there. He's doing well with them. Record unemployment for both those demographics before the Kung flu hit. So yeah, I'm not buying these polls. What I think the polls are trying to do is depress Republican vote, encourage Democrat vote, and then when Trump wins, have the expectation up so high that Biden is going to win. Oh, Biden's going to win. Biden's going to win. And then when it doesn't happen, their base gets so ticked off that they go and riot again, and they start breaking things again. Because they're like little children that throw temper tantrums. So that's what I think the polls are trying to do. Tell everybody, yeah, Biden's going to win. And then when it doesn't happen, oh, well, it must be a fraud. The election must be wrong or rigged. And they'll say Trump colluded with whoever the hell they want to say at this point. But get those expectations up for the Democrat base, for the rioters, for the professional agitators, and then when they lose, it's like, oh, well, they question the entire system. They question the process. And then they go out and destroy things. And more civil unrest. And more broken glass and fires and stuff that's burned. So the best way to counter that is run up the score at the ballot box. Electoral votes, popular votes, every which way you can. Get your ass out there and vote. All right. I'm going to keep it short. So, be excellent to each other. Sic semper tyrannis, and long live the Republic.